take about 3 4 minutes. Let others join, and then we can begin the same. Okay, let's begin. So, hello, welcome everyone. Amazing uh, to speak to you guys again. Couldn't do yesterday due to some issues, but fine. Let's kick off. So, the most important thing about today is to talk about what's going on with any swap or now called as multi-chain bridge. We have been using this bridge since very beginning, since the time we bridged to Binance Smart Chain, and pretty much our every other chain. Let's say we have been associated with Mantle, EOS, anything else has been also done by AnySwap, and it is kind of a I would say blessing to us that we still did not provide any liquidity on the other chain, but we do have a good amount of Welt and stables on Binance side. So we got the notice that the bridge is closed now, and this has caused a bit of panic around the community that what is going to happen. So I would say currently the solution is, uh, we will close the bridge, and of course we'll never be able to recover those wealth. So people holding wealth on the Binance side, there's no worry. We are gonna deploy a new contract on Binance side, probably choose another bridging partner, or we are thinking of bridging it by ourselves. Create our own bridge. We're gonna, I mean, this is not the final solution, but this is the solution we think is the correct one. But we have to, study the token economy and everything around it. And if it suits us better, then we go with this. So the idea is to burn those wealth which are on the Binance side, about 120 million wealth, I believe. And we're gonna airdrop to everyone who is holding on the Binance side, and also to people like who tried to bridge from Polygon to Binance and they couldn't get it back because it was stuck due to the bridging problem. They will also be compensated for sure. uh yeah, so do not think something is going to go wrong. Probably this could also give us blessing, because burning 120 million wealth and our supply coming down from 500 million to 380 million could prove to be economically good, but I'm not sure yet. Did not work on it, because it's not only about the burning part. We also need to be sure that we have enough to to meet the demand in the coming future, like when there are new games, and if the team is not holding enough wealth to supply it to the reward systems, then it could create a problem. And if this solution doesn't work, then we deploy an entirely new contract, a new token, and then we airdrop everyone who is holding all the tokens respectively. So this is the solution. Any questions regarding this, you can still ask me. You can DM me. If you are concerned about your tokens, don't worry about it. You send me your wallet, you send me your contact. I can give you answers myself, or you can ask in the group itself. So that's all. But I would just extend on this topic. I think it did not cause much sadness to me when I saw Luna, when I saw FTX, because probably maybe we were not involved directly. But what I see, what happened with any swap, it gives me so much pain. I was actually very frustrated because any swap was bought by Binance, and they kind of acquired them, and such thing happening. It's basically, I mean, it looks like it's a fraud, it's a scam, and mostly it is. uh, but yeah, I hope such things should not happen, because it is so very difficult to keep our emotional side intact with crypto, because it's so volatile. And when projects like these, it had about 94 chains. It was one of the biggest bridging platform in crypto space, and they did this. But yeah, cool. Many might come and many might go. We'll try to move forward. Okay, so after a long time, I began the AMA without Arsenal. So let's begin with Arsenal. So with Arsenal, I do not have much to speak about. We are very much eager to get the launch of Arsenal 2.0. It's only only with the fixing of Wallet Connect. Once that is done, Wallet Connect V2, V2.0. Once that is done, we are ready to deploy Arsenal 2.0, and it should be very good. As I talked about last time, what the features would be, weapons coming in as NFTs, new maps, and upgraded tournaments, etc., etc. And with Arsenal 2.0, we'll also have season 2.0. When we began season 1.0, uh, when we were doing the pre-sale, we did sell some of the season tickets, but many of them came to us like, okay, I'll take an example of someone who was giving feedback yesterday. I'm sorry, I might sound harsh while I'm texting. uh, I could say yes, it is on the harsh side, but sometimes truth is harsh, you have to take it. So we have been getting complaints about our NFTs or our weapons being $10 and then it's expensive and stuff like that. And so we got, people were asking, a few people asked us, why do I have to buy season NFTs, which is costing me $50, $40. um that the winners have collected much more than that they have invested, and who has won it, only one reward was about $3,000. So you invest 50 and you get back 3,000. In this market, name a token which can give you back that. So I think it's really very important to understand the structure. And yeah, some people can say that we are not gamers. How do we get such kind of investment? But yeah, so this is a gaming platform, right? So we offer what is core of our project, but we also try to get something more for everyone. So this is why we are moving on to more launches of the game. But before I talk about H2O, we had some something a kind of exposure platform for Arsenal. Arsenal is getting listed on could say about three or four more platforms, which will give us some very good exposure. We have been now we are on about 10 or 15 platforms, including DAP Radar, Play to Earn, Forbes, Alchemy app, um, many more. So, the listing gives us, even if it gives us exposure to 10, 20, 100 people, it's not a loss for us, because it's always it's free. We do not pay for listing anymore, or we haven't paid for listing other than exchanges. So yes, so it should bring something in the coming days. So now let's come to the launch of S2O. Now we have been testing and we have been improving S2O in whatever way we could do. Now it is being scheduled to 2nd of August, and there has been a bit of questions rising in the testing group that, oh, could we make it to 2nd August? In fact, the game is done. We can launch the game tomorrow itself. It's just the final things that we are trying to test, and some petty, I would say, bug fixes. And also, yeah, yesterday we tested the NFTs. The board's NFTs are working just fine, and hopefully they do work fine after the release. So basically, the free part, you can play with all your freedom. You can use any board and try to get your hands on. And we have made it free and we have made it open, because before you invest in, you're very much sure of what you're buying, and the things that you're comfortable with. Probably someone in this group can be comfortable with a catamaran, and someone else can be comfortable with a speedboat. So we give the chance to take that experience and come onto the play and earn platform, and you choose on which boats or which NFTs to invest. So basically, on the play and earn category, you will have two boats. I mean, for all, open for all. But the other boats, you need to buy it from the marketplace. And I'm I'm trying to keep the buying price of the boats so relatively low that I hope that there are no complaints that they are very high priced or something like that. So that would be for the initial batch. We'll try to keep it as low as like anyone could afford it. It should be in the ranges of buying some toffee or something. So Please do experience that. And once that is done, I hope we are able to give you a surprise during the launch. And I, of course, I do not I'm not going to reveal it, but I hope you guys like it. And after H2O is launched, we are gonna launch a contest which will see, how would I say, like, you know um, okay, let's take this example, but please do not try this. When I used to, when I was into gambling, about 7 8 years ago, and it was brilliant gambling back then. But yeah, as I said, please do not try this. So whenever I used to, register for a website, they used to give me some bonuses like 100 euros, 200 euros, something like that. So that 200 or 100 euros allowed me to, test their platform, allowed me to also try and check my skills. How do I perform and stuff like that. And I also learned a lot of things about sports because of those bonuses. So I'm not trying to compare H2O game in terms of that it's a gambling game, but I'm just giving an example that what this contest is gonna be. This contest will have X amount of winners. We haven't decided yet how many winners, but we'll let you know soon. And these winners will be, uh, I mean, the registered users. If you register in H2O game, against your ID, you will be airdropped in-game tokens, not Welt, but in-game tokens. Currently, the thought is about 1,000 in-game tokens, so that you will be able to use these in-game tokens to play in the game. And that there'll be a small condition to convert these in-game tokens to certain ratio, so that you'll be able to withdraw them from your in-game wallet to your MetaMask wallet. Otherwise, we drop 1,000. I'm no 70, 60% of the people will directly take it out and not play the game itself. So with that condition, you can play the game and you won't even have the complaints of losing your money just by trying out the game. So yeah, enjoy that part. We'll do it for first, I do not know, 100, 200, 500,000 registered users. And I hope you like this contest, and it will be very simple. We are not trying to get anything out of it. We are just trying to, get more feedback from the game itself, because this is just the phase one. Uh, while you experience this with these in-game tokens, and apart from that, even the plate, sorry, even the free section, we are going to develop in the back more stuff, because the game is going to expand and diversify in a whole lot way. So yes, that's about H2O. Uh, Positive about August 2nd. Uh, and as it is, please do not ask, when is it going to launch on August 2nd, because we work on the basis of UTC. So mostly in other parts of world, like mostly in Asia, later times of UTC is almost morning in India. So, sorry, morning in Asia. So it will be 2nd of August. Yeah, good. So let's move to the next interesting game. And as I said, that we are planning to also launch this game in August. Uh, we did our testing. We got some very valuable feedback with the recent testing. Uh, I would say 80% of the things are fixed. There are few things which are being worked on. And the most important thing is, I mean, I would say cricket is more or less worked on. The challenging part now is we I mean, we have set a launch date. I cannot tell you the launch date. Probably by next AMA you'll know the launch date, but that time frame, we have certain tasks to complete, like for example, building it on iOS platform, integrating football, and then a couple of other things I don't remember now. But out of these four tasks, if we are trying to do it all by then, it is going to be very, very tight for us. So we are thinking either we launch only with cricket, but then if we launch only with cricket, a lot of users are not going to, they will be puzzled, because most of them do not understand cricket. So if we do it with cricket and soccer, I think we are almost covering 80% of the sports people out there. So that is our aim. We'll do our best, but I would say, with some changes, I would say some updates, uh, just to see that app is the gameplay is working. it's kind of a dream come true for us, to be honest. But it's good. Again, I would say the scheduled date, we are trying the very best to do it in that way. And I don't see things happening that had happened before, that we failed miserably and we cannot launch it. I hope so not, because whatever the test results are, we just have some, I would say, branches to fix, but not the main stem. So yes, H2O and fan built in the same month is something very big. And with that will come some good marketing as well. To mention marketing, like there are regions we have to target. We will of course target every part of the world, but we have people who are stronger in some religion, sorry, regions. My bad. So the South American part, the Latin American part, is also very much into gaming. Let's say Brazil or Colombia, or there are others as well, nations which play some awesome gaming. Uh, so now we spoke to a company. It's called as Game Evolution. You can search it on Google. And Evolution is the biggest incubator in that region, and they have some. I mean, they're doing some serious stuff, and I was very pleased to see the next years of the gaming is going to be very cool. And Game Evolution, if I'm not wrong, I'm not very sure. Please, if someone know, correct me, because I couldn't hear it very well. Either they incubated Sandbox or they're working with Sandbox to incubate new projects. And we spoke to them, and they are going to advertise us in all the biggest channels in that region, all the gaming channels which play on the Web3 platform. So that is going to create some good impact. I'm pretty sure about it. Yeah. So uh, trying to do that during the launch, after the launch. And then we recently partnered with Portal. So Portal now is not very well known. If you see, their outreach is cool enough in terms of what you see on Twitter, but they have a huge backstory, and then the team itself has a very cemented backstory. They come from a very experienced background, and they are creating kind of a, so it's basically, how do I say, a concept of Fabwelt, but they are not developing their own games. They're taking in the established games into their platform. So now if you are able to play Arsenal with Welt in coming times, once their beta is done, you'll be able to play Arsenal with their token as well. So they got in, their first game was Star Atlas, and then it was something else, and then it was Arsenal. Yeah, so it not only Arsenal, Fabwelt, entire Fabwelt gaming ecosystem. They have raised more than 150 million until now. They have about 2 million gamers, so something very cool as well. And the I'll tell you something. Apart from this monotonous way of talking in AMA, this month specifically, BB was telling me, AP, I see a very bright light. So I was asking him, what is this light? And he has a strong feeling that something good is going to happen, which is very nice, touch wood. Uh, but, when I see about 3 months ago, if I see about 1 year ago or 2 years ago, that's completely whole different story. But just 2 or 3 months ago, and this month itself, we have been, um, like Immutable X, we approached them in the month of April, and they rejected us, saying that we did not, what do I say, pass their some examination or something, and we did not make it through. And now Immutable X came to us. They wanted us to list on their platform, and we even haven't deployed our contract yet. Forget about the game integration, and they don't even do announcements without doing anything, and they did it. So such things are happening because I think there is some kind of recognition, and there is a kind of positive future how do I say, a prediction that we are going to outperform, or let's say we are going to do good in modest way. And recently, the people I've been talking to, the companies that are approaching us, the quality has improved. I mean, let's say earlier times, probably about a year or year and a half before, the approaches were mostly kind of, oh, we want to do AMAs. Yeah, now the approaches are so diverse, and like we speak to some companies of what they're doing and what they want to bring in, like zero sum. I spoke about zero sum last time, and it's kind of how do I say, it's a gaming company, and they are experts in creating tournaments. So zero sum is going to create. I mean, they have their own APIs. Yeah, so APIs are basically external, let's say, software kits or whatever, which can be attached to an existing product and create something new out of it. So they want to create global tournaments for Arsenal with an external support on a new server, creating a whole different revenue system for the game itself. The revenue system is so cyclic and it's so nice that we were amazed. Yeah, it's something very cool that they're doing. And similar to that, someone, IndiGG referred us to a company, and they are very brilliant with tournaments. I did not even still did not have a chance to meet them. We had a meeting fixed, but yeah, something personal came up with them. But on paper, what I read, something very cool. Again, so such diverse things are coming. Like today, we got a proposal that on a metaverse, we get a whole piece of land, and that land is going to be the headquarters of Fabwelt on their metaverse, and whoever registers can go to that land and explore the world of Fabwelt and explore our games, everything. This was not, we were not offered this before. Today, I gave an interview with the Forbes team. I hope you people know Forbes, Forbes. So they approached us on LinkedIn, and they said that they want to do an interview and they want to publish an article of what Fabel Studios is doing. And it amazes me, Forbes coming to us for an interview. I gave the interview. Uh, let's keep it between us. The interview was wonderful. It was very nice, and they were very pleased to know what we are doing, what we did, and what we are going to do. In fact, they were mind blown. But they have a kind of how do I say, we have to pass some rules or something. I'm not very sure about it. And if we do, they're going to publish this across the globe on Forbes.com. So that is a wonderful thing, being having our own article without any payments for free from the Forbes team is something cool. So yeah, such things are happening with us. So moving forward, I think maybe in 3 more months I would talk about much higher quality things happening. So this gives some kind of confidence and motivation to the projects, to our inner team, even to you people who have been holding and waiting now since a long time, that when the bull run hits, we will perform something. If not the best, I hope the best. It is very difficult to be the best in this, but I hope the best. But yeah, something better than nothing, right? So something like that. Hmm. Okay. And yeah, now in terms of games, we also recognize that um, there are a lot of streamers who are now playing Web3 games live, and I was approached by some of them. They were a group. We're gonna try with them. They just want to play the game, like kind of, um, they just want to stream it. They want to see um, how the response is, and they just expect or ask us to create some tournaments for the community. I said, sure, we can do that. So maybe that could give us some good players, some good views. Yeah, with just an experiment, because I'm talking about the good things, but during this time, and every time, there are some failures as well. So one of the failures, I could say, is I was talking about guilds being activated, and I would say we failed there. And why did we fail? Because now the guild system is not really very much what it used to be. It has changed, and even the players are gone. And you know, the regions that, sorry,
Mano,
yeah, the players we are expecting are not the players we want, and the yeah, something not something setting up, so we failed there. And I did, in the testing group, I spoke to some of our players like Nef, and I said that, from next week you'll be seeing a lot of players. I failed there, because after digging deep, we understood, even if those players come in, uh, we are not going to get quality. So yeah, so these streamers probably is kind of a probably can be a good fix as well, or not. We have to see. Let's try it out first. So we are going to do this for the next couple of weeks, and if we have a good outcome, why not? We'll keep on doing. And with that, we have. I mean, we were getting a lot of proposals for Binance Live AMA, but we did not take them because of many things. But day after tomorrow, we have an AMA with Coin Stages, and Coin Stages is a very good one. We had a Twitter space with them. It was a very good one with them, and they offered us to do, and they asked us, just give us some community rewards, and we want to do a AMA, about 2-3 thousand of audience come and watch this. I said, okay, let's try this. Yeah, so let's give it a try. And they were mentioned by Binance on their page. So yeah, why not? Let's work with something quality. And it would be very very good when I'm gonna talk about the upcoming release of game, so we can get some traction and stuff like that. So these are kind of some base marketing that we are going to do. And once the game is launched, a bit of more global marketing. Yeah, so I think my time is up. I spoke enough. So maybe if something I'm missing, I would be covering it up while discussion with you people. So let's move on to any questions, suggestions, or
Hello,
anything you want
sir.
to discuss.
Hello,
Yes,
sir.
please.
Can you hear me?
Hi.
Hi. Uh, my question is, do I need some well tokens to play the game? Can I play the game with my friend? And has Fabwell ever collaborate with gaming influencer or YouTuber?
Your question is, do you need tokens to buy the game? That's irrelevant. You do not need tokens to buy the game. But yes, you need tokens to buy anything inside the game. But you really do not need tokens to play the game itself. You can play with your friends. You can play by yourself. You can play with anyone. That's my answer.
Has Fabwell ever collaborate with gaming influencer or YouTuber?
Yes. So there are many. I would say there are. If I take out my list from a pretty long time, I could get about 500 of them. But I don't know. It. I don't know. Somewhere inside, it doesn't really satisfies me that I'm going to pay a gaming influencer or someone to play my game. Um, yeah, like let's say if sometimes when the if it was kind of a very good economic condition, probably I would have. But we have done it before. We had a very good pool of influencers. Let's say Crypto Stasher, Crypto FOMO, and there was a woman. There were many others. I forgot the names. And out of them, three of them ditched us. And they said that, yo, please transfer the tokens over here. And they never made the video. And they were very, very famous by then. I forgot the name. I really cannot recall it now. And when those things happen, it really hurts. And uh, yeah, so I think we should do it, but currently I'm not in a position to do it. But as I just explained, we are going to go with few streamers who do live streams of crypto games. Let's see what that brings, and if it's bringing something, even average results, we can modify that plan and try to make it more out of it. I could say that.
Okay, okay, nice project. Thank you, guys. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
One moment, please. Before you come and speak, I have to pick you people. You have to raise your hands, please. Yeah, Michael was there. Let me allow him to speak and then I get back to you, Jasmine. Yeah, hi, Michael.
Hello.
Michael, you have to
Hello, sir.
unmute yourself too.
Can
I
I can
just
I ask
said,
a question?
no, you cannot. Michael, you want to ask your question? No? Okay. Uh, who's next? Any questions? Any suggestions?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I want to ask do
Sorry?
you plan to have a guild or a clan system for players to interact with one another?
Sorry, can you come again? I did
Okay,
not get.
okay, do you plan to have a guild system, a guild or a clan system so that players could interact with one another?
Oh, can you type that question in the main group? I'm still having difficulties to understand.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, please. Thank you very much.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Who's
My
it?
question,
Mikhail.
sir.
Yes, now you can ask your question.
Okay, my question is it possible that you will build a thriving community that truly cares and support the project for a long time, rather than just making a temporary profit? Do you have plans to build social media, just like social media type of system where people can share ideas and suggestions? Because we know the power of the community to actually make famous project. Thank you.
Um, like I want to test it. Ryle, if you're here, is it me or I had difficulties in listening to LFC before. Now I'm having difficulties in listening to Mikkel. Is it me or were they clear? Can you just give me an answer in DM?
Yes.
Not you, mate. I asked Ryle. But I have your question in the main chat. Thank you for typing it. Is it possible that you will
Listen,
build a? Yeah, sorry, Ryle.
Not clear on my part,
start my
Yeah.
but I
Okay.
understand the question of LFC.
Yeah, yeah. No, first I'll take Mikkel, then I'll take LFC. Yeah. So, is it possible that you will build a thriving community that truly cares and supports the project for a long time rather than just making a temporary profit? Do you have plans to better connect with the community, just like social media type systems where people can share ideas and suggestions? Because we know the power of community. Yeah. Um. Okay. So the best part about
Sir,
Web3
can
is
you ask the question, sir?
yeah. So the best part about Web3 is actually community, and by this I mean when you're putting yourself in front of so many people, like let's say Yeah, okay, let's say we have promised to deliver something on so and so date, so and so time, or whatever. You know, it is also kind of a pressure, but it's also a very stubborn responsibility that we need to fulfill. We have said it, we have to do it, otherwise, things will go wrong. And we almost try to make everything transparent. Let's say things like wherein there are company documents about, let's say, about where the company registration, how much did we pay, all those stuff, probably it's not needed, but most of the things are transparent, and I try to keep so many things transparent. It's also on the side that, you know I probably I will not take a wrong step, because so many people know if I take a wrong step and if I try to cheat, I'm gonna be, cursed or booed by these many people. So that's, I'm not saying I'm gonna do it, but we all are humans. At some point of time, maybe a thought might come, oh, let's do this way, so that I might save myself. So this is where the community kind of acts like a, a professor or a teacher for a student. We are accountable and we are responsible for what we are doing. But uh, I mean, for me, it's, yeah. Let's say gaming is important. It's passion, whatever I could say. But uh, like, all these months, all these days, for me, the most motivating thing is the team I'm working with and the community. Right? If there is everything smooth going on and everything is gelling with the team, we do not have any rifts. Like, sometimes it will happen, like, I get frustrated by someone, for example, in a team. That doesn't give me, a kind of a comfort space. When the team is performing very nice, everything is going cool, or that gives me so much rush, it makes me work even more. Same goes with the community. I mean, of course, you are allowed us to criticize and stuff like that. But if the community is growing, they do not have to interact with us. But if you find, let's say, another gamer whom you can gel with for next few days or few months, and you found a new friend, kind of a gaming friend, I would say that gives me more rush. So it is so very important, my friend. Community is so very important, and you have all these social media channels where you can post, you can suggest us, like you asked us, like what you're asking in the question, I'm answering that. You can share your ideas or whatever. So I think, it's in Web3, it's all about community. Because if you see, uh, why are meme projects such a big hit? Many of them, Shiba Inu and stuff like that, Pepe. It's only because of community. I mean, yeah, they everybody is for their own benefit, but they are vouching for that token. They are saying, "Oh, today Pepe is going to go 100% on Twitter or what, wherever." It might not come true, but there is a belief. So that power is the greatest power. So if we can form a very cool, nice, loyal community, nothing better than that. I think I answered it. I answered your question in a very long way. I hope that's fine. Yeah, so let's take it with LFC now. Will the game have something like clan or guild program to make players find another player? Players do not want to play in isolation; they need a friend to play with. Well, yeah. So this is a wonderful question, but maybe it's my, I would say, inability, that I do not understand. Uh, how do you? Okay, like, guilds or clans are it's kind of a company. A guild is a company, I mean, who have scholars under them. And I was talking about guilds, and I said that we failed in that category. We do really want more players. It's not for our revenue or whatever, but it's nice to see more players on the platform. So we are trying to do what we can do. We are trying to get faster updates so that the game is more interesting to play. So I do not have a very satisfactory answer for you now, but I feel what you're asking me, and I think this is the top priority for us. For if you take anything that we are doing, is player base or user base. So we will try our very best to improve on that in many other ways. That's what I could say.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
I have a question.
One
With
moment.
the
Yes.
with the upcoming launch of the weather racing game H2O on August 2023, how does Fabwelt Token plan to incorporate NFT and the fly to earn feature to add value and engagement for player?
Mm-hmm. You have asked this question in the in the in the main TG, right? I'll answer you in the main TG sometime later. Yeah. So next question, please. Any suggestion is also fine. Any discussion is also fine. It's not only that you need to ask questions.
Okay.
Hello, sir. Can
Hello,
you hear
sir.
me?
Hello.
Hello. My
Yes, please.
question
Hello,
is,
sir. Can you hear me?
hello.
One moment. How many are talking now? I
Okay.
see hand talking. So hand, you can ask your question, please, or whatever you want to say.
Okay. Terima kasih. Thank you.
Hello.
So my question,
Yes.
how can Fabwelt educate user and investors? What are the advantages of Fabwelt that are not found in other projects? Can you please tell us?
I don't get you, man. I mean, where on world are you people? I mean, why is it so disturbing? I don't understand.
Uh, my question, how can Fabwelt educate user and investor? What are the advantages of Fabwelt that are not found in other projects? Can you please tell us?
Okay, I understood the education part. I understood the uh, how do I say um, the what was the second question, man? One moment. Yeah, can you repeat the second part?
Okay, sir. How can Fabwelt educate user and investor? What are the advantages of
No. Cool.
Fabwelt?
I got your question. I got your question.
Okay, bagus. Thank
Uh,
you.
okay. Are you new to Fabwelt? And I'm asking you a question back. Have you just joined Fabwelt?
How can Fabwelt educate user and investor? What are the advantages of Fabwelt?
Hello.
Yes. Who is it? Next question,
Uh,
please.
my
Hello,
question
can you
is,
hear me?
what are the benefits of holding your token as
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. My mistake. Uh, it
hello?
was my mistake. You can ask. Yeah. Please ask your question.
Yeah. What are the benefits of holding your token as long-term investment?
Next question, please. Captain Bintang. You can ask your question.
Thank you. I have a question. I read that has implemented various functions of different blockchain within the ecosystem. What has been the purpose of this implementation? How will this system help to improve the performance and operability that user and player will have within your platform? Thank you.
Sorry, again the same issue. I don't not able to listen to you people. I think something is wrong from my side. Whatever I can say is not taking any more questions. I would just say very cool. The next week is going to be very important for us, and rightfully we'll have very cool updates by next week. And I would, just close the AMA right now. I hope I was able to provide everything that I wanted to tell you today. But if something I'm missing, as I always do, I just drop the news in the main TG channel. I will do so. But until then, wonderful, great support, people. Let's work hard and make it a very, very big success. So thank you very much. Have a good day, people. Thank you everyone for joining. I wish you good health. Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you.